if this is your first time, I hope you'll stay. Espero que te quedes. So today we are looking at the topic of social issues and trends. Concretamente, los derechos de los gays y las personas transgénero. Okay? Now, I am aware that this topic is not for everyone, and I'm aware that I'm going to lose some subscribers because the last time I did a video which was purely educational, as is this, because it comes up on our curriculum and it has to be taught. I don't think it's at all sensationalist, and so I don't understand, but each to his own. This is a topic that comes up at A-level Spanish, and so we're covering it. It is not a problem because it is a problem in our society, and so we're talking about it. This is vocabulary, and if you're going to get offended by something that is hurting some of us, it's hurting people in society, well, the problem is with you, really. Okay, so with that said, let's continue. We're going to do this as usual. Your section with your verbs, another section with your adjectives and your nouns, and then lastly, I'm going to ask you to do a translation. So you're going to translate the text given from English into Spanish. I think you'll be more than equipped to do that with prior knowledge and also words you might pick up from today's lesson. Okay, it's surprising I haven't covered this before. I've covered lots of social issues, but I have not covered los derechos de los gays y las personas transgénero. So this is your day. We are covering it today, and I hope by us going through these words, it will get you thinking about certain ideas. Okay? All right. So I was reading a few texts that were published by people from this community, and one of the things that really jumped out at me was this opinion that was published. And the opinion said, no pasa nada por ser lesbiana, pero tampoco hay que ir pregonándolo. Okay? I'm sure you understand what that means. Thought it was interesting. It's definitely thought-provoking. And so I thought, let's get that on the board and also take this verb, because I think this verb is new for us. And so I put that as our number one verb. And pregonar means to publicly speak out about something, or to spread something, to announce it, to get up and shout out about it. So what do you think of this statement? What's your opinion about that? It'd be interesting to hear. And obviously we've got a nice advanced verb from this as well. There's another verb that we would normally use to explain, to spread news or to announce something. Let me know if you know that in Spanish. Okay? Right, so that's our first verb. Pregonar, to publicar en voz alta. Okay, so to talk about something publicly, let the whole world know, spread it. Okay, the next verb I have for you is aprobar una ley, which perhaps you've seen prior to this lesson, which means to pass a law. Obviously, laws have been passed to make sure that more and more people are being represented and not being neglected, and obviously fairness and justice has been served to everyone. So this is a nice verb, an expression for you to remember when you're discussing this topic. Okay? Denunciar is one of our popular ones that, again, you might have seen, which is to report a crime, for example. You go and report it to the police. Okay, denunciar. Hay que denunciarlo hay que denunciar cuando vemos algún crimen o alguna injusticia. Okay? So you have to report it when you see injustice, wherever you might see it. Okay, next. This one is a sentence, but I didn't want to just exigir because I know you do know exigir, which is to demand. Exigir legislaciones igualitarias. Okay? So it's to demand or ask for, but rather demand, because demand is more a powerful word than to ask for. So to demand egalitarian laws or equal laws. So everyone, the law is the same for everyone, okay? Right. The next one we have, which is very relevant, and which is something we're still doing at the moment. As you know, in many countries, not ours, luckily, but in other countries, lots of other countries, it's still a problem. Many people cannot be themselves because of this, la homofobia. Okay? Homophobia is a problem. So, combatir is to fight homophobia. Okay? Right. This is not me forcing my ideas on anyone at all. This is purely an educational video to teach you the vocabulary that we may express our thoughts freely and have more open idea to the world and people around us. And respect, to learn to respect each other, which is minimum in my opinion. Okay? Next, salir. We've seen salir left, right and center. Salir con amigos. Okay? So salir del, I've forgotten the L, del armario, which is to come out. Okay? To come out of the closet. To come out. To expose yourself, to say, this is who I am, and take me as I am. This is who I am. So it's when someone comes out. Salir del armario. Come out of the closet. Okay? Right. This one I got from the passage I read, the same passage I got this from. Ser menos. So one of the young ladies was saying, I am not less of a man because I've given birth to a child. That was the context. Ser menos, to be less. So she was saying she wasn't less of a man. Ser menos hombre or ser menos mujer. To be less of a man or less of a woman. You can say the same thing with menos, with más, being more of a man, being more of a woman, depending on what you want to express yourself. Okay? Right. To be less of or more of, obviously you can change the noun to whatever it is you want to express. Okay? Right. The next one, luchar, which is one of our key verbs also that we've also seen time and time again, which means, yes, to fight, okay, to fight. It's also a struggle, okay, we say struggle, fight, the same thing. To fight for the rights, luchar por los derechos, fight for the rights, so los derechos de la comunidad LGBT, for example, okay. Reprimir, which is to suppress or to repress. That's a nice one for us and very relevant. This one, number 10, concienciar. To raise awareness about a topic. Okay? Concienciar. Okay? To make aware. To make aware. Okay, right. So these are your verbs that you will find useful when you're talking about this topic. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over your adjectives. Okay? Right. It's still a massive taboo. Okay? And the word for taboo in Spanish is taboo, with accent on the U. It's pretty much the same. Some of these you would have seen already, but it's just a revision for those of you who have not seen them. We've not seen everything, okay? Right, taboo, which is taboo. It's still a topic that's considered taboo. Hablar de los derechos y las personas de comunidades minoritarias. Today, still is. Right, and the following adjective I have for you, the next adjective I have for you is andrógino, which is androgynous, okay? Androgynous, which means both male and female, okay? Right, remember the accent on the O, andrógino. It's also spelled with the E as well, it's the E or an I, okay? Next one, homófobo, okay? Homófobo, which is homophobic, person who is homophobic, who have that fear of people who are of this community. Homophobia, we don't need that. Okay, prohibido, another word which is quite similar to taboo in a way, off limits, okay? Este tema está prohibido, okay? It's off limits to talk about this topic, okay? Which I never do understand why some people find it so hard to talk about it. Okay, orgulloso, proud. This is another one that we've seen. Orgulloso. Hay que ser orgulloso de uno mismo. You have to be proud of yourself. One has to be proud of themselves. Okay? Be proud of yourself. Okay? Marginado. Marginalized or alienated. So a person who's a bit of an outsider, not accepted within society or within wherever you live, to not be accepted and to be a bit of an outcast. Okay? Marginalizado. Marginado. Marginado. Yo voy inventando, chicos. Marginado. Okay? Marginalized. Acosador. Bullying or stalking. Okay? Next one is a familiar one you've seen at GCSE, avergonzado, which is ashamed or also embarrassed. Okay? Sometimes you might feel embarrassed about a situation or an action, so you would employ it. Okay. Anticuado, old-fashioned. Okay? Hay muchísima gente que piensa en una manera muy anticuada. Okay? Very old-fashioned way of thinking. Okay. And the last one is religioso. Okay? Religioso, religious. Now this is very interesting because the Pope, I was listening to a video where it was talking about the Pope's acceptance because he does believe that everyone's the same, yet getting married in the church is still got a massive question mark. Okay? So there's just things for you to start thinking about and to give your opinion. Where do you stand when it comes to these issues and these points of views? Okay, the next point is los sustantivos, which is your noun section. Okay, I hope you can see it well. I'm going to move here, but I think I will even be blocking. I think I'd probably be blocking a bit more, so I'm going to stay here. So logro. When we talk about logro, you might have seen it when you're talking about exams, this is what I want to achieve. Logro, even though it means achievement, it can also refer to a milestone. So a very important win that you might come across in your life or experience. Este es un logro enorme. This is a massive win for the community, okay? Matrimonio. In family, you've seen that. Marriage, good. Conocimiento, you've seen this as knowledge. It's also awareness, okay? La discriminación, I have not put the articles for these ones, so it's el logro, el matrimonio, el conocimiento, okay? So la discriminación, I don't have to tell you what that is because it looks just like the English equivalent. Discrimination, la discriminación. Okay? La orientación, again, is the same, orientation, okay? What you like. La identidad, the same. Okay? Identity, la identidad, what defines who you are. La igualdad matrimonial. Okay, so matrimonial, marriage, and igualdad, equality. So marriage, equality. I want to jot that one down. Marriage, equality. Okay, righty. So I've got that one down for you. And then we've got LGBT, lesbianas, gays, y bisexual. So that has a longer, las siglas son más, okay? Puedes alargarlo un poquito más. LGBTQ+, esto lo puedes añadir luego después, okay? El orgullo gay, which is gay pride, okay? Do you know when it's celebrated? ¿Cuándo se celebra? And next one, el rechazo. El rechazo is rejection. Rejection from your peers, or rejection from society in general, rejection from the church, rejection, wherever rejection comes from. It's never really nice for the person who is being rejected. So, that's a very important word, okay? El rechazo. We are going to look at the translation. So this section I'd like for you to translate from English into Spanish. Okay, so let's go. People around the world face violence and inequality, and sometimes torture, even execution, because of who they love, how they look, or who they are. Sexual orientation and gender identity are integral aspects of ourselves and should never lead to discrimination and abuse. Okay, so this is what I want you to translate. You can, for those of you who are doing it online, you can leave it down below, so I'll check and I'll get back to you. But I'm sure you can do it on your own, and you can even get your teacher to check it for you to make sure that you're putting the accents where you're supposed to be putting them and you're using the correct words. Okay, so this is it. And remember, when you're talking, well, just give your opinion. Try. You know, this is still a social issue, because even yesterday I had to say to someone in class, look, you don't say this. This is wrong. You have to be respectful towards everyone. It doesn't matter their orientation, it doesn't matter their color, it doesn't matter their religion. Respect is key. Okay? Go out and do whatever you're doing without hurting anyone and without disrespecting anyone. Okay? Use as many of these as you can, and good luck. With that, I'm going to leave you until next time. Adiós, chicos. Okie dokie.